Hey there, fellows. Here's the idea for today's experiment. I have got this lovely thing right here. A chain. What was I trying to show? Here it is. It's for a bike. Now, I actually wasn't aware of this, but there's this interesting recipe. Some buddies of ours have tried it, and they were surprised we never did. Let's discuss riding a motorcycle in the wintertime. In the wintertime, when you have a hard, packed surface, well, we have fitted chains to the rears, but they were mounted transverse, for better grip in the mud during the spring and autumn season. And the chains we used were quite a bit thicker than these. Preferably, you should use ones for a combine. You can use whatever term you fancy to denote it, they have a bunch of names. Let's call that a reinforced chain, but the point is you fit those to the drive wheels for a bit of extra traction. But these guys claim that they fitted one such chain to the front wheel, after reducing the tire pressure. So they'd compress it a little bit, mount the chain smack dab in the middle, put air back into the tire, that would create a bit of tension, and the chain would prevent the front wheel from slipping. That was without a sidecar even. Oh, without even a sidecar? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it was just the motorcycle then. Anyway, we've decided to try it out. We want to find out if this is a working solution. So I suggest we set up a wheel. Make a chain that would fit the circumference of the wheel. We deflate that so that we could fit the chain. After that, we inflate it back up to create some tension. And we'll start with just the one. No, actually, we'll start with no chains. Work out the critical speed where we start to get understeer. Then we fit a chain, see how much the speed increases if even. From there we can go to 2 chains and, we can think of what else we can try once we're on location at the test track. Let's do this. Fitting bicycle chains to the wheels to improve handling on ice. Translation and voiceover by BMI Russian. Big thanks for your support, guys. Your likes, views, comments, and as a token of our appreciation, we've prepared an awesome surprise. We've collabed with a few professional artists and designers to make 6 posters depicting some of our most iconic builds. And we're giving you the opportunity to buy a digital copy of one of those posters. And at a bargain price, just $2 a piece. And if you order all 6 posters at once, the entire set is only going to cost you $10. After payment goes through, the posters will be emailed to you in high resolution. You can print them, hang them on your wall, or give them as a gift. By purchasing these posters, you will really help support our channel in these difficult times. The more of these posters we're able to sell, the more great content we'll be able to make for you in the future. So if you want to support our channel, go ahead and buy a digital download. The link's in the description. Okay, people, we're at the test track, and the weather is lovely. We've checked all of the fluids, and the tires are all cold and hard. And that means we'll get just as much grip as we need, which is not a lot. Bear in mind, we are running regular tires. They're not of the racing variety. And now let's figure out how we do our checks. Guaranteed, the front is going to easily wash out on the ice. Still, we do need to drive around a bit to work out at which speed that's going to occur. When the front end loses grip. Our experiments have shown that the narrower the tire, the better it does. But yeah, let's get started and see where this whole thing goes. Let's go. Initial understeer test. Okay, let's try this at 20 Ks for starters. There we are, that's 20. Yeah, we do have a bit of slip, but it's not too bad. Nothing serious. Maybe try going a bit faster? Like 25 km/h. And let's try turning. Yeah, there we are. The car keeps plowing forward. You can turn the wheel, but the car isn't gonna turn. Just gonna keep going straight. I mean, it tries to turn initially, but then it continues to move straight. 20. And at 20, it's actually just fine. Yeah, it does go slightly off course, but you can still control it. But at 25, that's a wrap. Check this out, guys. We've put a chain in the middle of the tire. The pressure is the same. 2 kilograms, if you were wondering. So the chain is on there, it's all looking good. Now I should point out that it's not precisely on center, but moving it is going to be impossible at this point. Round 2 understeer test with 1 chain. Alright, time to try this out. Slowly setting off. Yeah, so right after setting off, I won't be able to feel any difference. But I can hear a noise that's similar to studs scraping the road. We're at 25 kilometers an hour. And this is the speed that most interests me. So we're going 25, it's all good. And time to turn. Oh, holy cow! There's way more grip at the front end. 25. And yeah, the car is still thrown off trajectory, but the steering has become way better. Right, now let's try at 30. Without these bicycle chains, 30 would have been impossible. It would have just continued going straight. I'm getting up to 30. And let me turn the wheel. Isn't that something? The front end is controllable, even though you do get a bit of understeer. But it is fairly insignificant. So now I'm interested to see how the car is able to decelerate. Round 3, braking with no chains. And here we go. $40. That was me stopping from 40 kilometers an hour. Can you place a cone, Sergey? Round 4, braking with 1 chain. Didn't change anything, eh? There's about 30 centimeters left to the first marker. To the first one, yeah? I'll try again, but I don't expect it to be any different. Come on, stop. I so wanted to brake better, but it just keeps sliding. What's up? Blew past by a bit? Okay, so it looks like this doesn't affect braking performance at all. But the steering is much better now. You even have a bit too much grip up front. Round 5, understeer test with 2 chains. Okay, everything is ready. And so let's slowly get going. We brought the car down with the wheels turned, and I'll avoid turning them in place just in case the chains... But then how are they even gonna come off? They're on the tires so tight that they ain't going nowhere. Alright. Let's get up to speed. 25. And that's a good place to start. Even though we've established that with one chain it's already a big difference. But now we got 2 per wheel. There's 25 and let's turn. Oh, holy cow! My word! What can I even tell you? It's like the car is on rails. Turns in immediately. I guess that was to be expected. 30, here we go. Now this has gotten way more interesting. So first the car turned in, then there was a bit of understeer, but then it suddenly dug in and made the turn. Yeah, that was really something. 38, going a bit too fast. 35, and here we go. And this is where we find ourselves in a bit of trouble. At 35, we experience a bit of slip. It's not even a bit, it's quite a lot of understeer. We do seem to be lacking a bit of grip. But where you got some snow on the ice, in those areas they do seem to find a bit of grip. Around 6, braking with 2 chains. Let's see how it's able to stop. I'm quite curious. Like real curious. 8, 9, 40. Will you look at that? Too far. I blew way past. 1.5 car lengths. 1.5 car lengths. Let me go again just to verify. Yeah, I mean, this improves the handling, but the braking performance becomes worse. That's not good now, is it? Okay, right. And that is 40. Yeah, nah. I see it. So here's the situation. On just the tires, the car stopped here. First time here, second time there. When we had just 1 chain per wheel, it stopped in about the same spot. But when we had 2 chains per tire, at that point it began to affect the contact patch, which became way smaller, resulting in the car sliding way further down. This is like 2 car lengths. And that is not ideal. So the results of this experiment are rather interesting. Even with just 1 bicycle chain per wheel, when you're driving over a slippery surface like on ice, it really does make a difference. The handling is sharp, you don't get any understeer, it's predictable, and that is good. And a car with predictable handling makes for a driver who's confident and calm. And that's always a good thing. This works, and that is awesome. And that's all I got for you guys. You saw it all for yourselves. Watch us, subscribe, send in your suggestions, comment, give us a big thumbs up. And that's it for this video. Catch you guys later.